Tribute Money by Tommy Kasai. As you can see in this painting, there are three different pictures all combined into one image. The painting is specifically diverse because instead of being read from left to right as you usually would, begins in the middle, then goes to the left, and then finishes on the right. The story that is being depicted through this painting is the story of a Roman tax collector who is demanding that Jesus and his 12 apostles give him their money to pay taxes. Jesus and his 12 apostles don't have enough money to pay the taxes. Jesus then explains to Peter that he will catch a fish with a 4 drachma coin in its mouth, and then he must deliver the coin to the tax collector to pay off the taxes. Tommy Kasai uses many different techniques, such as perspective, lighting, shadowing, and vanishing points in the painting. In the middle of the painting, you will notice how Jesus, his 12 apostles, and the tax collector are all wearing warm colors, which draw your attention to them. There is detail in the painting shown with the folds and creases of the people's clothing. This makes the painting very lifelike and shows how realism was starting to be incorporated in art during the Renaissance. Shadows allow the important parts of the painting to stand out as well, such as the great detail of the mountains and the highlighting of the arches, which show great strength and intelligence because they were passed down by the Romans. All of the different techniques described reflect how art during the Renaissance transformed and how at times patrons didn't accept it because they thought it was disrespectful. Yet it could have just been the artist trying to express what they thought about changes in society. Although the Renaissance started to introduce the idea of secular artwork and society, religion was still important to them. This is seen through how the vanishing point of the painting is Christ's head. There are many archetypes hidden in this painting as well. Water represents life and the mystery of creation. In this painting, it is the water that Peter is looking for the fish in it that has the coin that gives him the ability to pay off the taxes. You could say that Jesus performs a miracle. This is relevant to the Renaissance because even though it was more secular, they still believed in God, being respectful towards religion, and they still believed in miracles. Another archetype seen in this painting is the mountains. They represent the meeting of heaven and earth. Jesus is meeting with the 12 apostles on earth. Once again, religion was still present and important during the Renaissance. The final archetype that is present in this painting is the circle. Jesus and his 12 apostles all have halos, while the tax collector doesn't. Some patrons at the time could have spoken negatively about this piece of art because they could have thought that making Christ look like any other person was disrespectful because he should be worshipped. The circle, as an archetype, represents unity and wholeness. It shows how Jesus and his 12 apostles were united as one. Although this painting is religious, it still shows how people having power during the Renaissance was key, and how you are always stronger when more people support you than when you are standing alone. Overall, this painting, when looked at carefully, represents its time period of the Renaissance.